Hi guys, how's it going? I haven't done a personal blog in a what seems a long time, and I thought, God, there's so much to talk about, but at the same time, I don't quite know where to start. So I thought I'd come down, literally just 10 minutes down the road, and yeah. Um, and I thought I'd come down and just see if I could do a personal blog. Hi guys, how's it going? It was blowing me all over the place down there, and then I was a bit worried about the mic and the wind rushing across it. So I figured I would kind of shoot some of the sea, and just have a waffle without having to worry about a camera. So it's been a couple of months since I've done any sort of blogging. Or video blogging, vlogging, or in this case, really is just a waffle. I went out to Derby a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, to go and rehearse for this up and coming festival that I'm playing. And I was talking to my mum about it today, and I was just sort of expressing some thoughts of this whole kind of, last year and a half, almost 2 years, of, I don't know. I don't even know where to start, really. So you might, anyone who's listening, you may or may not want to listen, because this is probably going to be a proper old ramble. I think, in fact, I'm going to pick up my phone and sit back so I can just talk. I think it's weird because I'm in a new area, so that's nothing new to me really. But I would normally be out to the open mic nights and sort of meet some new people, and I haven't really had an opportunity to do that, or there's been a certain anxiety of not wanting to go out. I've seen a couple of people fighting COVID on my Facebook and having a rough ride. My partner's best friend is a nurse and got COVID twice, and now she has breathing difficulties. And it's a bonkers world, and so we all try and keep ourselves safe. And but music has always been my outlet. My expression, and I love band life. I love being out, meeting people. I love the feel of that family vibe, and good times. And when you're playing music in a rehearsal studio, you tend not to think about what's happening at work or what's happening at home. You're just so engrossed in the music, and the smiles between your bandmates is something that you just can't. You I don't know. It's just a feeling. If you've ever had it, then you know what it's like. That just general, all playing the same music, all having good time, and even coming to the end of a song, that big finish, and smiling because you've nailed it, or you've finished, or running around with guitars. It's just like, there's so much music. I'm so grateful to music as a whole, and the community and the people that I've met, be it promoters or people that come to the shows, and friends that I've made, and, and have that stopped for me, and I'm sure many others, has just been a bit difficult. So I went out to Derby, and I caught up with my friend and bass player of Remnants, which is my next project, or my final band. Like, that's got to be the last hurrah for me, because bands are fickle, bands are hard work, and a lot of work goes into them. And so this Remnants of Eden really is going to be, my last hurrah. It's not all about me. I'll be writing songs, of course, but I know Simon's writing some songs, and we've got to get a drummer on board and a lead guitarist, and I'll build it. We'll build it together, and and we'll go out and play some shows. and get that good times back, and I think on the back of that, Tearfuls is something that, I'm able to invest in wholeheartedly, because it will always be something that I can do, with a tour, a UK tour planned, which is going to be epic. Just to pull that off will be totally cool. But as I say, I haven't been able to get to open mic nights, or I felt like a certain anxiety. I was speaking to this guy in Brightlingsea, and he was like, come down, it gets really busy. And I'm like, this freaked me out, and I just didn't end up going. So I've got this festival literally in 3 days' time, and I've got my friend Alan coming down, and Simon's going to join me on stage. Now, I've literally jammed with Simon on a very kind of loose basis, and he's going to come down. We're going to rehearse before we go on stage, but this is probably the most unprepared I've been for a show ever. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not going to cancel, we'll get through it, and I'm fairly confident in the stuff that I'm playing. But I just don't feel like I'm fully prepared for the show. Like, normally I would have I would do some open mic nights, and I'd just sort of get my bearings and that before going on the onto a stage of a festival. That's bonkers. So I just kind of wanted to, as I say, I was talking to my mum, and my mum was like, well, sometimes the most unprepared shows might be the best. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, maybe, but, I don't know. And it's just weird. Motivation has been tough, and, I've done 2 Tearfuls premieres, which I'm really proud of, and I'm proud of the songs, and I'm still writing, and I hope to bring more songs to the table. I need to concentrate on the Remnant stuff. My brother's interested, which will be amazing, because obviously he's my brother, and I've not been in a band with my brother for over 20 years. So he was interested in doing some of the Remnants, and I was like, that'd be amazing, So if I can bring that back to Birmingham, or play some of the bigger cities and choose our shows, because our bass player now is moving to Cornwall. But I don't think it's a really big problem. I mean, you take some of the big bands, like, Ramona's, and they're scattered across the UK, so it does work. But yeah, it's the whole thing, right now. I mean, I'm working from home, so I get up, walk downstairs, go to my desk, work all day, sit in the lounge, watch a bit of TV, go to bed, and rinse and repeat. And there's literally for 4 days I won't go out the door. And I'm not playing music, so suddenly you sort of and suddenly you're 2 years older, and crikey, man, it's bonkers. And so I guess I wanted to do a blog, and I wanted to kind of waffle over where I'm coming from, and how lockdown or COVID is affecting me mentally. And I don't really see it getting any better. I think this will be the only Tearful show. There's rumour I might play Southend-on-Sea with a friend of mine called Charlie, who is doing a charity gig for one of his band members that passed away. And, and I don't know what it is, but literally on my Facebook, I'm just seeing people either fighting cancer, or struggling with COVID, or my mum's best friend's got dementia, and it's everywhere I look, it's just man, and it really sobers you up pretty damn quickly. Talking of drinking, I've literally been clean now for over 2 years. And I feel really, really, really balanced, a lot more balanced. The people in my life are really encouraging and kind, and, and it's leveled me, it's balanced me. I feel more balanced. And that's, and I'm going to, my mental health genuinely is even though music is not there, it feels, is this still going? Yeah. It feels to me that, that I feel pretty balanced, the most balanced I've ever been. And you know, I'm going to take good care of that. You know, I'm only going to have people in my life who, you know, who are respectful, and you know, and yeah, so I'm definitely aware of that. But I think that's it really. So I guess we'll just see how the show goes. As I say, you know, I just genuinely feel like this is the most unprepared I've been, and I guess we're just going to see how it goes. It's bad, isn't it? Really. You would think I'd spend this time, you know, perfecting my guitar, but it's just been, you know, I know the, you know, Witch Tripper, her band, who I've really sort of, you know, looked up to, over the lockdown, as you know, have called it a day. So there's obviously musicians out there, you know, who have just gone like, what's the point? And obviously there is a point, you know, music is an expression. You know, if you have a creative soul, then you want to, you know, write something, or, you know, play some music, or, you know, and it gets in your blood, you know, this band stuff. But as I say, Remnants of Eden will be, for me, the last hurrah. And if it lasts 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years, it will be what it will be. Fate has its own way. And I'm lucky to have Tearfalls is growing day by day, and, you know, gaining traction. And literally, it was like, it was born in like early 2019, Tearfalls. So now we're like 2021, so it's almost 3 years old. Which I'm really proud of Tearful stuff. Anyway, I'm waffling. For everyone who knows me, a big shout out to you. And, you know, I hope you're doing well. Because I just want to wish people well. Because it's such a short journey we're all on. And, yeah, just look after one another. Anyway, I did say it would be a waffle. It looks like we're 11 minutes. I'll be back on camera soon, but as I say, I was blowing like crazy, and I feel like I'm getting old as well. Like literally, I'm 48 next year, man. What the hell is that? But anyway, laters taters. I'll see you soon. Look after yourself. Be good to one another. Love and peace and all that jazz. And I'll see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.